Black hairstylists are Black history. For making us look good, yeah, but for more reasons too. They got the tea, but not just for gossip. I don't know what it is about the chair, but something about it will get you talking. This is especially the case when you're a loyal customer. Well, hairstylists would use that position to gather information. Instances where their clients were in positions of power made the tea even sweeter. Born in or around 1801, Marie Laveau was not only New Orleans' voodoo queen, but she was a hairdresser too. And she was often invited to the homes of some of the most powerful people in the city to fix their hair. She sipped a lot of tea up in there too. So when she came to him later with the request, well, it was hard to decline someone who knew so much. I ain't pretending to know how she did it, but it's said that she even stopped a public execution once. Black hairstylists also used their salons as meeting places. Churches and kitchens weren't the only places where meetings went down. Funeral homes, barbershops, and hair salons were too. It was where you planned protests, made up your mind about who to vote into office, discussed the details of boycotts, planned bailouts, and more. Madam Freeman, born in 1887 in Beaufort, South Carolina, as Bridie Andreas, it was common for black women who were well off to call themselves Madam in those days. She moved to Savannah and, in 1919, opened a beauty school on Alice and Montgomery Street. She supported the civil rights movement, too. Issues in the community were discussed at her hair school, and money was collected for bailouts and civil rights attorneys. Black hairstylists funded businesses, schools, and other organizations, too. Marjorie Stewart was born in 1896 in Monterey, Virginia. At 16 years old, she moved to Chicago, graduated from a whites-only beauty school 4 years later, then opened a salon. Shortly after, she went back to hair school to learn how to style black folks' hair because what works for them don't work for us. And the second time around, she enrolled at Madam C.J. Walker's beauty school in Chicago. Within months of meeting Marjorie, Madam C.J. Walker promoted her as national spokesman and as one of her chief advisors. Marjorie also got cool with Mary McLeod Bethune, who, amongst so many things, founded Bethune-Cookman College, an HBCU in Daytona Beach, which used to be just for black women. Over time, Marjorie raised thousands of dollars for the college and funded a new dorm. It's named Joyner Hall to this day. Joyner is her married name. According to Tiffany Gill in the Illinois Press, the frequent ads put in black-owned newspapers by black beauticians often kept the paper afloat during hard times. Black stylists created jobs and generational wealth. Madam C.J. Walker is the best example of this. Born in Delta, Louisiana in 1867 as Sarah Breedlove, she moved to St. Louis, Missouri when she was 20. After suffering from personal hair loss, she invented a line of hair products for black women. She eventually established Madam C.J. Walker Laboratories to manufacture cosmetics and train black folk in the art of sales. Once trained, they make presentations around their city or state to sell her products. This led to Madam C.J. Walker becoming one of the first women in this country with the self-made millionaire status. Not just black women, women in this country, period. Over the course of her career, she employed over 40,000 black women and men, and not just in the U.S. either. That's major, especially for that time period. Black women without diplomas and degrees in those days often worked in white folks' homes as maids, nannies, and cooks, including my grandmother. Not only did Madam C.J. Walker give black folks jobs, but she also educated them. After her passing, she left 1/3 of her estate to her daughter, Lelia, who ran the business with her. Lelia later added an A to her name, making it Alelia. And like her mother, Alelia was also a philanthropist, political activist, and patron of the arts. In fact, Alelia played a central role to the Harlem Renaissance. She entertained writers and artists like Zora Neale Hurston, Langston Hughes, W.E. Du Bois, James Weldon Johnson, and more. They had private dinners, parties, and intellectual debates at Alelia's inherited home, including the 34-room Villa Laveau. Safe spaces like the ones Alelia provided are important to creatives, so important. Being able to kick back, dance, and exchange thoughts with other artists does wonders for our mental health and our creativity. The lifestyle Madam C.J. Walker earned for herself and her family is a long way from her literal cotton picking beginnings. So much more is now known about her life and her work because her great-great-granddaughter, Alelia Bundles, wrote Madam C.J. Walker's autobiography titled On Her Own Ground in 2001. The title came from an excerpt of a speech that Walker gave at the National Negro Business League in 1912. She said, "I am a woman who came from the cotton fields of the South. From there, I was promoted to the wash tub. From there, I was promoted to the cook kitchen. And from there, I promoted myself into the business of manufacturing hair goods and preparations. I have built my own factory on my own ground." When we think about Black history heroes, hairstylists don't typically come to mind. We should change that though. Black hairstylists kept us and still keep us looking good, yeah, but they're important to Black history for so many more reasons. If you like this reading, you will love the book. So just hop over to cracktea.com to get that and to invest in all the time and love put into research and writing and nowadays recording and reading history lessons like the one you just heard. Then become a Crack Tea patron. I call it a love offering. It can be a one-time or a monthly investment. And just do so at cracktea.com. And I thank you in advance. Peace.